I'm the Lonely Necron, and welcome to my basement. So the end of the year is upon us. Yay! Another year coming. Woohoo! So I figured I'd do something a little more lighthearted today. So I got a bunch of biker-like units from the 4 armies that I have access to, and they're gonna race from the edge here all the way to this end, and then all the way back again. They are certainly encouraged to shoot each other. They have to stay in their own essential lanes. So let's see who's running today. Got 3 Necron Tomb Blades with the Tesla Carbine thingies. 3 Orc Depth Copters, 2 with the Copter Rockets, and 1 with a custom Mega Blaster. Then we have 3 Reavers. One's an Arena Champion with 2 Splinter Rifles and a Heat Lance. And then 3 Chaos Bikers with Combi Bolters. So these 2 will be able to shoot anybody, and the 2 on the end will only be able to shoot the 2 closest to them. Yeah, having said all that, I already pre-rolled for a lot of things, so it'll be, they're arranged on the table as the order they go in, so Necron, Orc, drukhari, Chaos, and then we'll just repeat. They don't need to have all 3 in their squad to get back, just 1 will be fine. And yeah, if somebody does manage to be the only, I don't know, person out of their unit standing, or the last model on the field, obviously they win. So yeah, set these guys up real fast, and then we'll start this race of awesome death things. So everybody is lined up, revving, ready to go. So we'll start things off with Necron's movement. I forgot to mention probably the most crucial part is that nobody can shoot at anybody on this first turn, so the Necron's just advanced kind of far, so we'll hop on over to the Orc turn for movement. So the Orcs advanced way up there. I was actually just looking at something, and these Tomb Blades are the only ones that don't have a maximum advance thing that they go. Everybody else has like 6 or 8. They don't have to roll a dice, but the Tomb Blades do. Oh well. So drukhari movement, they're just gonna advance their full, just like the Chaos will. But so yeah, those dark Eldar, if those things advance, that's 28 inches just flat out. That's super ridiculous. So Chaos. Okay, so at the end of the first turn, that's what the field looks like. Poor Necrons. At least they can shoot. I mean they can all shoot, but at least Necrons shoot well. I don't know. Either way, we'll go into the turn where people can start shooting. We'll go with Necron movement. So the Tomb Blades chose not to advance, they just moved forward. So the 2 right here are going to be shooting at the Reavers, and the other one right here, the single guy, will be shooting at the Depth Copters. So the Tomb Blades killed off one of these Reavers and did a little bit of damage to another one, and managed to do a little bit of damage to these Depth Copters. So that'll take us to the Depth Copters turn. So the Orcs have opted not to advance, so they can still fire their Copter Rockets, and they're going to shoot both Copter Rockets into the Tomb Blades, and the custom Mega Blaster into the Reavers over there. The Orcs failed to hit anything at all with any of their weapons. So Dark Eldar movement. So the drukhari strategy seems to be just haul balls the whole way. They're really close to being able to turn around, and the closest one to them are the Orcs, 28 inches away. So Chaos' turn. So Chaos, seeing how far ahead the Dark Eldar are, has decided to just advance the full distance. So with rapid fire guns, they can't do anything else. So that'll take us up to the Tomb Blades. So movement. Sadly, the drukhari are about 4 inches out of range, so all of their shots into these Depkoptas, I guess. The Tomb Blades did manage to destroy one of the Depkoptas and do some more damage to another one. That'll take us to the Depkopta's turn. Alright, well, the orcs are making a pretty good attempt to catch up, at least in, I don't know, space-wise, distance-wise for drukhari, so they're going to definitely shoot into the drukhari for sure. So the orcs missed completely with their copter rockets, but the custom Mega Blasta managed to kill off the wounded drukhari. Having said that, it is now the Dark Eldar turn. The ridiculous power of the advance on this thing. 28 inches got it to the edge of the table, and most of the way back to where the orcs are. I'm shaking my head, you just can't see it. They still can't shoot because they advanced, so that'll take us on over to the Chaos side. So Chaos is just drawn up next to the Eldar, and Dark Eldar, apologies Eldar, the Dark Eldar, and are going to shoot them with their combi bolters. Well, Chaos managed to kill off the drukhari, which brings up the very real, scary scenario of the orcs are the only ones that can damage Chaos now. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy. That'll make it the Tomb Blade's turn. So, after a long advance, that puts them up to here. Knowing that they can't reach the Chaos guys, but these guys can, the Necrons are not going to shoot this turn, so it'll be the Orc turn. So the Orcs chose not to advance, and that's as far as they could move and still be within range to shoot the Chaos guys, so they're going to do that. So between the Copter Rockets and the Custom Mega Blasta, they managed to kill off 2 of the Chaos Bikers, which makes it the Chaos Bikers' turn. The lone Chaos Biker did his full advance and made it to the end and started his turnaround trip. So that'll take us to the Tomb Blades. The Tomb Blades made it to their edge and started on their way back after advancing. That one biker is still over there, so we're still not going to shoot these orcs until the orcs kill off the Chaos guy, so orc turn. Okay, so the orcs have managed to be the last team to make it to the edge and start on their turnaround back across. They're slightly in the lead here, and they're still in shooting range of the biker, so shooting at the biker. Well, it seems like the waiting gamble for the Necrons has paid off. Yeah, the orcs did manage to kill off the other biker, which makes it the Tomb Blade's turn, so hopefully they can make it to the edge of the table and kill off these 2 copter rockets. Here's hoping. I don't know. Movement. The Tomb Blades just did a regular basic move, no advance. So they're going to shoot all of their Tesla stuff at the Depkoptas. So the Tomb Blades managed to kill off one of the Depkoptas and do a couple points of damage to the last one. So that makes it the Orc's turn. So he advanced way up to there. And now he's going to shoot him his custom Mega Blasta. I mean, I guess it makes sense that the orcs kind of have a crappy shooting thing, because they're all brawn and stuff instead of, aiming and whatnot. But he failed to hit anything, so Tomb Blades will have a chance to catch up. I feel like I'm playing some sort of leapfrog thing where they just keep getting slightly ahead each time. They chose not to advance, and they are definitely going to unload everything onto this Depkopta. Okay, so the Tomb Blades managed to kill off the last of the Depkoptas, which makes them the winner in this race by virtue of killing off all of the competition, or letting the orcs kill off the competition and killing off the orcs. Either way, they had 35 inches to go before they would have reached the end of the thing, which would have been a minimum of 2 more turns for them, probably 3, to make it there, since they have to roll for their advance. So yeah, Necrons win. Yay, race time! Yeah, this was an interesting concept, and it turned out a little bit more interesting than I had anticipated. Probably try the same kind of format with other things. I do have a lot of Necron related thingies that I can mess around with on this. The biker thing was a good idea though. So yeah, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching and listening to me ramble. Yeah, have a good morning.